Ryan McLean here, going live. Canadian Combat Coalition, marching to the Hill on Ottawa. Got everybody here with us.
Cheers, Ryan!
So once we get up here, we'll just stay in the one lane because there's construction there. So we'll just stay in the one lane.
It's been a good turnout. There's a lot of people that showed up today. A lot of people really concerned about what's going on. A lot of people ready to speak. A lot of guest speakers. It's going to be a good turnout. There's Parliment Hill there. Take us a couple minutes and this rally is going to get started. A lot of people. A lot of people. Good police presence so far, so we should be fairly well protected. Lots of people. Lots of people. There's going to be more people when we get there too. And there's a lot of people waiting for us. Has to go. Trudeau 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 has to go.
Trudeau has to go!
Trudeau.
Watch out, Ryan.
Thanks, buddy.
No, let's keep them on this side for now. Yeah, we'll keep on this side. Just maybe make sure.
Oh, you're coming apart.
Watch!
Sorry, bud. Live right now, Dan. Would you like to say anything?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Almost there.
Hey, Patriots. We're on our way to Parliment Hill. And we're having a good showing. We got to thank the Ottawa police. They're doing a great job.
Yeah.
You're able to maintain live while you're walking?
I think so.
Something.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, yeah.
La pollera, si puoi alla chiesa.
That's probably.
Vieni por aquí.
Anybody want to arm wrestle Roger after? They'll arm wrestle anybody for beer. We can take a break, Rod.
No.
Oh, you good?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck this. Fuck this. I'm fucking real. I can hardly walk up here. How's Duke doing with all that gear? He's got a couple people helping. You okay?
Just tighten it up a little bit.
Ah, spécialement, j'ai pas parlé d'une part de temps. J'ai pas parlé de
It's been a good turnout. There's lots of people, good presence, a lot of good people here.
Je viens de trouver une autre utilité à mon enfant. En mettant des bouteilles d'eau fraîche dedans, elle regarde le bas du dos frette.
Bonne idée.
Hey, right on.
It's hot here.
Yeah.
Hey, bonjour.
When we get ready to
Hey, ensemble pour une raison spéciale. On veut dire un gros bye-bye à Justin Trudeau. You people here today are the reals of the reals, the vrais des vrais, and we are happy to be along your side. So let's rock and roll this day today. Let's keep it peaceful. Let's bring a message. We want to thank the Ottawa police, who are awesome. Always been awesome. We'll see you at the Hills, guys.
Heads up, guys. Hey. Heads up. Heads up. Push down on the back. Smoke coming up. Heads up, guys.
That's how they play. That's the scare tactic. I said it. There probably won't even be anything. It's all about trying to scare people.
This sucks. You got it way at the back.
No, I don't think they're gonna show up. Maybe after the vegans leave, maybe they're scared. Let's go! Trudeau, get out! 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 Trudeau! Alright guys, I'm going to try and do my best to keep it live all day today. Connection's been good so far, hopefully it's not lagging. But good turnout, a lot of people here.
The people here is coming for telling disappoint about the government of Trudeau. That's a manifestation over here.
English, français. English, français. English, right. So.
Hey everybody, comment ça va?
There's 34 people watching, 35. That's pretty good for only being on my feed.
Yeah.
A lot of people here today, a lot of people interested in the crowd.
Yeah, well, you disagree, I'll say
Hey, Dan. How's it going? Nice to see you.
We all have to move to that end.
Okay. Let's move this way, guys.
National Citizens Alliance is here, setting up. Duke Willis is over here. He's about to set up his stage.
3, 1.
Duke Willis's part should be pretty good here.
Check.
Got 36 people watching my video. Roger, anything you'd like to say, buddy?
Trudeau must go. That's all I can say.
Surprised so many people came out to support us today.
Well, a little surprised. I'm hoping quite a few more show up, though.
I think a couple more will.
Yeah.
No Citizens Alliance.
So they don't always want to take advice from people who have.
Duke Willis is a great sign here, by the way.
Take our turn.
I'll let you guys read this here.
Yeah.
Yep. WWG1WGA. Where we go one, we go all. Only two choices. One, surrender to liberal globalism and the UN, or repledge alliance to Canada. I think he's got something on the back of his sign here too.
No. You have to hold it. You have to hold it. That's why I had to screw this.
Each Lake failed, Charlottetown failed, our government is illegal. Hey, Duke Willis, got 42 people watching here. Anything you'd like to say to these people?
Why aren't you here?
There you go.
That's the
Come
only
on
thing I
out,
gotta
guys.
say.
Still got
All
another
right.
day.
In all fairness, some of you watching may be some of the people that have sent me some money to make sure I'm here. So yeah, you're here along with me.
That's right.
I don't got the sun. I come prepared. Rain, sun, big white, red, and green.
Don't see no Antifa yet. That's a good sign. Fucking pussies. No Antifa. We were told there was going to be big numbers. Let's see that. No counter protests going on here. Not yet. Big police presence here. At any given time, I could probably point out 50 cops. They're doing a good job, though. They support what we're doing here. Looks like Rick Boswick's about to get a video ready. I'm impressed. It was my first rally coming out here, meeting these people. I'm really impressed with what C3 is doing here. So many people giving up sacrifices to come here, willing to risk their lives, Come support Canada. Good turnout. I'm impressed.
Yeah!
God bless Canada, the best country in the world. Hi, folks. How's everybody doing today? Woo! Top of the day to you. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Duke Willis. In a minute, I'm going to bring up Dan Dubois from the Canadian Combat Coalition. We're going to get things underway. For all of those of you walking along the sidewalk, you're looking out here wondering what's going on. Take a good look. This is called Canadian democracy, freedom of speech. We, the people of the country of Canada, are pissed off, and we're not going to take it from our government any longer.
No more!
We, the silent majority of Canada, will be silent no more.
Woo!
A patriot can love their country and hate their government. That's why we're here. We love our country and we hate what our government is doing to it.
Trudeau must go!
Trudeau
Must go!
Trudeau must go! You can say it.
Trudeau must go!
Trudeau must go!
Trudeau must go!
Trudeau
must go! Trudeau must go!
Trudeau must go!
Trudeau must go!
go! Now, I see a whole bunch of people standing out here on the sidewalk watching us. You want to know why we're here today? Because in a country very, very similar to this country, the government has decided that they can lock people up if they don't like what they say. It's only a matter of time before someone in Canada becomes the next Tommy Robinson. For all I know, you may see him standing on this stage at some point today or tomorrow. Any one of us here today could be the next Tommy Robinson that our government, the corrupt communist SOBs that work in this building, if they decide they don't like what you're saying, you could be the next Tommy Robinson. It could happen right here today or tomorrow. It is happening. You're right. It is happening. Because they're not coming here to arrest us. They're using the pen, and they're proving to us that the pen is mightier than the sword. Here's a little something for you all to think about. When you walk around and you get back home next week, and your buddies say, well, that's okay, M103 doesn't affect me. Guess what? M103 is a law that applies to every single Canadian, including your MP. So after M103 gets passed, somebody comes along and says, guess what? We're introducing legislation to make it legal to marry a 9-year-old. And when your MP from Alberta stands up and says, oh, no, 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 somebody holds up M103 and says, you can't debate this, this is an Islamic issue. M103 says you can't criticize Islam or debate it. So all of a sudden, our own government has no choice but to pass laws that we, the people of Canada, do not want. No FGM, no child brides, no misogyny, no M103.
No!
Wake up and pay attention, gentlemen and ladies, because you see that big red and white flag up there? That belongs to us, we the people. And we're sick and tired of you.
Trudeau must go!
Trudeau must go! Trudeau must go!
Trudeau must go!
Trudeau must go!
First of all, folks, before I hand things
Still
over
alive,
to Dan
we're still
Dubois,
alive. Thanks, guys. 54 people watching. That's awesome. Thanks a lot
what we
for
have
watching,
today is a failure to communicate. No, that's from a cheap movie. Right? Yeah. What we have here today, you know, I'm looking out here, and we may not be a huge crowd, but I'm looking at faces that represent this entire country. And I see a Chinese face, I see a Central European face, I see a Newfie face, I see a native, I see an old white guy and a young white girl. There's, and this lady says to me, I'm a Paki. No, you're not. You're not. You're not. You know what you are? That's right. She's Canadian.
If you're here, you're a
That's who
Canadian.
we are standing out here. We're not Chinese Canadians. We're not European Canadians. We're not British Canadians. We're Canadians. No goddamn hyphen needed. And no hyphen wanted. Thank you all the same. We are Canadian. Done. Period. End of sentence. For 150 years, our ancestors have made this country what it is. Twice they've gone to war to keep this country what it is. I, for one, as a patriotic, make-believe-loving Canadian, will go to war again just as my grandfather did. If that's what it takes to give my 3-year-old granddaughter the Canada that I grew up in, that's what I'll do. And I know I'm not alone.
We got your back.
Come on up here, big guy. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome and introduce you to the guy who's put a whole lot of sweat, time, and effort into making today and tomorrow happen. From the Canadian Combat Coalition, Dan Dubois.
Good afternoon, Patriots. I'm really happy to see all of these smiling, happy faces. And true patriots, I understand that it's a sacrifice to give up a day to come out here and oppose our government. But it's a worthy cause and it's a noble cause. Canadians standing for Canada. I'm really also happy to see that this is the most multicultural group of racists I've ever seen. It's what mainstream media will try to spin this to be, that we are a bunch of racists. Yet, if you look on this side of the fence, I see all walks of life. I see many different cultures uniting Canadians for Canada. I want to read our mission statement, our Canadian Combat Coalition mission statement. Canadian Combat Coalition, C3, is a non-profit, multicultural group of Canadian patriots concerned with Canada's future in all respects. We create a platform for speakers and all patriot groups to help provide awareness concerning political and security measures implemented by the Canadian government. We stand for freedom of speech and our Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. We believe in Canadians first. We support our military and veterans. We oppose mass immigration, open borders, New World Order, and Sharia law. We will not stand for female genital mutilation, also known as FGM, child slavery, honor killings, or any political ideologies that do. We believe that refugees and immigrants should integrate into our society by following Canadian laws and values. We pledge to combat foreign and domestic threats within our country. We stand on guard for thee. We welcome all Canadians to join us in creating and influencing positive change for a great and stronger Canada. We are C3. Woo! I'd like to speak to Mr. Trudeau, and this is what I'd like to tell him. Close our borders. Stop giving our money away to people who hate us. Our debt is over $1 trillion. Canada does not have to save the world. Canadians first, our military,
That's right.
our veterans,
That's right.
and our pensioners.
Yeah.
There are Canadians sleeping on the streets, dying, exposed to our harsh elements. This is not right.
Shame.
Stop taxing us to death. Enough with the taxes. And stop giving yourself raises,
Yeah.
Mr. Trudeau. You're already rich, yet you're always giving yourself a raise. Why is Trump working for free and donating his salary, and our Prime Minister, a rich man, gives himself raises?
Trudeau must go.
Of wealth. And also, stop groping women!
Yeah.
You pervert! We all know that mass immigration is cultural suicide. Ask our First Nation on reserves with not even running water, ignored by the government, and second-class citizens in their own country. We must remind this government
Whoa, we got 71
that they
people
work
watching.
for
Holy
us.
shit.
We don't work for them. And it's time for Canadians to stand up for our rights and freedoms before they are totally eroded.
Yeah.
The M103 is a perfect example of this.
Get rid of it.
Immigrants conducting themselves and ruling themselves with religions and trying to implement their faiths within our governments. M103, Iqra Khalid, is a perfect example of this. They try to run their governments basing themselves on religions. We must separate religion from state, and that way we make correct decisions, fiscally responsible governments. So I'm really happy to see all these smiling Canadians here today of all different cultures and faiths. I commend you for taking your day and coming and spending it with other patriots. Hoorah, Canada! So, Stephen, you're the closest. Would you be ready to do your speech? So, I'm going to introduce Stephen Garvey. He's going to address the Patriots. Come on up, Stephen.
I want to commend C3 and Dan Dubois. What a great organization. Their values are integral to who we are as Canadians, and we need to support C3. That's why we're here, National Citizens Alliance. We stand by what they stand for. We're united with C3, we're aligned with them, and we will do what we can to support them. Yeah. And I want to thank everyone for coming out. I know people have made credible effort and to come here today, and I'm acknowledging that. And some people have traveled across the country.
Yeah.
Myself, I flew from Calgary to come here to be with you, and you know, this is about all Canadians, coast to coast to coast. And I got a very important message tonight, and it's focused on unity. I'm going to ask everyone some questions, and please respond. How many people here hate Trudeau?
Yeah!
How many people here dislike Trudeau?
Yeah!
How many people here want to change the status quo in Canada?
Yeah!
How many people want to change the direction of the country? Yeah! So, these are only just a few points, but this is something we all can unite on. But we need to understand the history of federal politics in Canada. And this is a message to everyone here. It doesn't matter what organization you're with, what party. It doesn't matter. I'm talking to everyone here today. The history of our politics for 150 years is the same two parties have been in power. Just the same two parties. Everything we have today is a result of those two parties. It's not just liberals, it's the other side. And it's important we remember that. Another important message is that we believe there's a four-party globalist conglomerate. A conglomerate are different sides of the same thing. We believe they're all pushing the same globalist agenda, which is killing our country. That includes mass immigration, historic. It includes affirmative action of hiring ethnic minorities over Euro-Canadians. It includes extreme free trade, open borders. And ultimately, it includes the transformation of Canada into a post-national globalist village. We all see it going on. We can just look to Europe and see what's coming. It's all there for all of us to see. But I'm telling you, we need to break the monopoly on power. Just replacing Trudeau
and the man who's usually
and
behind
putting
the
another
camera, Rick
globalist in,
Boswick.
or globalist puppet from the other side of the aisle,
We'll get
is
a
not going to
picture of
achieve
Rick
anything.
taking a picture
All
of Duke,
our
taking a
efforts will
picture
be
of Rick,
wasted.
taking a picture of Duke, taking a picture of
Our
somebody
message
else.
today to all the patriots here:
There we go. A picture of you, a
attacks
picture
the
of me, a
globalist
picture of
four-party
you, a picture of
conglomerate. Nothing will change in this country, everyone. Don't get caught up in removing Trudeau or removing Harper. That's just a game. Back and forth, back and forth. for 150 years. These parties are globalists to the core. They are globalists. Our message needs to focus on removing the globalist parties as a movement across Canada. Otherwise, we are wasting our time. Replacing Trudeau with another globalist puppet will do nothing. Will do nothing. And we all dislike him and despise him, but he's only one person. He's replaceable in the globalist establishment in this country. We've been taken over by globalists.
Drain the swamp.
So think about your messaging. And the National Citizens Alliance encourages you. Focused on the four-party conglomerate. They are controlling everything in this country. They are all globalists. And we oppose the globalist agenda. Please think this over carefully. Otherwise, you're getting played back and forth, back and forth. Harper had historic mass immigration. Maroney had historic mass immigration. The establishment conservatives don't even mention the word mass immigration because they support it. That's the honest truth. They're globalists to the core, just like the liberals. They're part of the same thing. You need to support parties like National Citizens Alliance and similar parties. Otherwise, we're all wasting our time. This is true change. It will never come from those crony globalist parties. Never! We're all wasting our time. So you can have your hate Trudeau websites.
Stephen Gar's
You're
giving a
just
good
like
speech.
Trudeau groups, but you're only helping the establishment. You got to go further and take